Good afternoon. My name is Bill Lucas. I'm Grand Master of the Vasa Order of America and also a board member of the Archives. Welcome to our third annual Julgran.Dedication Service. We meet today to honor our departed friends and relatives of our members and to honor those who have made or continue to make a difference in the lives of others in the Vasa Order of America. The Vasa Order of America strives to recognize not only those who have gone before, but also those who serve daily within the order. We are honored to have the President of the Archives, Ralph Bergman, Vice President Stan Holtz, Archives Board Member Tom Cleveland with us today, as well as Archivist Victoria Julgran, and members of the Vasa Order. Thank you all for taking time from your busy day to be a part of this ceremony this afternoon. And at this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Ralph Bergman, President of the Archives.
Thanks. And again, let me say welcome as well. The names of the departed members and those honored today bring thoughts and memories of those near and dear to us, with whom we have worked and counseled. They gave cheerfully in service of what was best within them, each in her or his own way. Their love, friendship, and service became living monuments, which we will always cherish as one of our most treasured possessions. Let us rejoice in the conviction that the departed members honored here today have found final peace and happiness. The paper bulb in their memory serve as an inspiration and benediction for our own lives. Peace be with them. Let us rededicate ourselves in our effort to be good Vasa members and true representatives of the Scandinavian peoples. Let us always live and act in the firm belief that he who loves his fellow man, who accomplishes something for human happiness and human good, who lives not for himself alone, but freely and fully for others, will live on in the hearts and mind of his fellow man. Such life we commemorate and honor today. Now I think we'll have the song, Vasa Order. We are now going to read the names in memory or honor of that we received from our Vasa members in honor of the Hamacher family. Roy Magnuson, Einar Jogeblad, Bob Leopold, Quentin and Alvina Lundqvist, Edmund and Edna Lagerqvist, Les and Hazel Hammerström, Jan and Lily Jalbing, Margie Sack, Eric John Norberg, Orville Larson, Nobel Val Lodge departed members. Geraldine Sten, Bernard Sten, Doris and Marshall Barnhart, and past members of Boulder Lodge number 308. Gustav and Gertrude Johnson, Dick Snyder, Emmett and Gladys Weiss, Margaret and Eric Lundin, Axel and Elsie Svensson, Carl Oscar Svensson 1 and 2, George Shipley, Maureen Sundstrom, Viola Anderson, Tekla Wedding Bengston, Edla and Albert Johnson.
Elsie and Leonard Bringston, Pauline Trollen, Arnie Youngbrun, Dorothy Fickner, Leo Catton and Reverend John Potter, Harold Olson, Walter Erickson, Ann Schoberg and Eunice Troyer, Lisa and Arvid Olson, J. William Schmutz, Inger Brett Hilton, Knut Holtberg, Anna Hinna, Carl Swanson, Oscar Stanberg, Ewald O.P. and Edith Epson, Ruth and Anna Williams, Marie A. Erickson, Oswald and Annie Erickson, Bert, Thelma and Harold Hedlund, Claude and Violet Nolan, Helen Mortensen, Axel and Greta Olson, Rich Van Horn, Ely Erickson Ford, Signe Karlstrom, Sven and Karen Flintstrom, Anton Peterson.
Joseph F. Carlson, Maiken Lundgren, Francis Stiles, Gunhild Gustafsson, Ethel Seth and Scott Higgins, John Larson, Carol Carlson, Elmer Middleton, Lois and James B. Thomas, Carol N. Hook, Swan and Mildred Bernson, Arvid and Adele Liedman, Carl Lundbom, Orville Johnson, Vince and Virginia Lindquist, Julian and Malvina Hogland, Henry Johnson Jr., Henry R. and Ruth Johnson, Gil Wallander, Elin Olander, Lucille Olson, Joyce Westerberg, Ingrid Coley, Gudrun Gulbrandson Hergy, Leslie Solomon Hoagie, Mary Lou Salzer, Tom Livick, Mr. and Mrs. S.J. Sire,
Helen Johan Alstrom, George Olson Sr. and Phyllis Olson, Elvin Taylor, Ingo Bro Schneider, Alan Regard, Russ Boleen, Carl Warner Pedersen, Esther and Al Nordine, Svea and Frank Lovgren, Gust and Lillian Lindgren, departed members. Gus and Linnea Noreen. Leonard Sutterdell. Constance Johnson. Emma and Ellen Nordine. Singh Edwards. John H. Pape. Alan Pauline Applequist Larson. Rosa Cecilia Larson Andrews. Einar Viran Barthelson. Vasa Park, New Jersey. Alvin Johnson. Carl Soderberg. Ken Banks. Richard Overberg. Karen and Hilding Olson. Elsa Nyquist Merritt.
One comment, please come up and look, because there's a lot of things written on the ornaments and they're also decorated. So please look at them afterwards, because there's a lot more there than we're reading. Eugene Dahlman, Gunnar and Ruth Larson, Joseph Carlson, Julia Wicklund Betcher, parents, Kelvin Jones, Greta Arvid Weatherfords, Dr. Jarl Weatherforce, Art and Charlene Kiesel, Glenn Hayden, Edwin Boulin, Dr. Victor Sword, Reuben Carlson, parents, I'll read the name here, of John Nelson, Suzanne Holt, Algut and Karen Lindmark, Anderson family, Patricia Anderson, C. Richard Overberg, Walford and Constance Torrey, Sigvard Berg, Magda Olson's parents, Gladys and Herbert Stake, Dorothy and Henry Briggs, Harry and Mildred Hedin, Ruth Carter Ekblom,
Bill Swigard, Betty Schaller, Eric and Marie Avinson, Betty Arvinson, Nels Pearson, Chick Carlson, Leonard Stone, Gloria Swanson, Grace Ramstrow, Toggy, Gertrude, Alan, and Arnie Swanson, Robert and Sharon Miller, Richard Luton, Harold and Joyce Swanson, Gus and Hulda Swanson, Leonard and John Swanson, Grace Holloway, Jack and Harriet Pearson. At this time, we will sing Silent Night, verse 1 in Swedish, followed by verses 1 through 3 in English.